Hello, hello, hello. I am She Delight, your spiritual reader. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, great day, morning, noon, or night, or wherever your location is. First and foremost, I want to thank my subscribers and my viewers, even my cross watchers. I thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing to my channel and leaving comments. That means so much to me. And I want to thank one of my um, subscribers. Thank you for the story that you sent to me. That was, wow, it was beautiful. You know, it's beautiful and it's breathtaking, you know. So I appreciate that. That mean a lot. That's the that was, I can't even explain, but that was more than what I was expecting. So I just want to tell you thank you. But let me get right into it. This message is about, I'm doing a twin flame read. I was led to do so due to the fact that this is around the time of, love, so I am to do a twin flame read. This, actually, I'm going to be doing a couple of them, so bear with me, y'all. Because I told y'all before, I'm not a person to go in the past, but something is in the air. So it's a lot of love flying around. And I need to share it with you guys, okay? So let me get into it because I don't want to hold up your time. This is my twin flame soulful messages. So what they want to talk to you about, we going to get it. We going to see. The bottom of the deck said, I want to bring honesty and sincerity into our connection. So somebody want to keep it real with you. Your person want to keep it real with you. It could be your past person. It could, it could be a new person. I don't know yet. But if it's both, that's by all means. And you guys are not having no bad terms or whatever, then that's what it is, So congratulations. Y'all know that's my word. But thank you. But I definitely want to let you guys know that this is the time. People ain't playing no more. And I know you guys are not playing because, and this card is still on the bottom. Well, at least we know that they're sincere. They don't want to play no more mind games. They don't want to play with you no more. They sick of the BS. They want to keep it 100 with you. They really want to appreciate you as a person. The bottom of the deck, it says, I'm aware that there's more to it than meets the eye. They aware that with you, it's more than what they think. What they actually bargained for and what they wanted. It's more to you than what you actually gave them. It's more to it. And this it's strange that this card came out. I was talking to my bestie on last night. And I was telling him a few things, and I had shared with him that it's some things that I'm going to publicize that people don't even know, not even my family. And I have not even told you, bestie. And they get quiet, but it's some things that this person already know. It's more to you than what they think and what you telling them. And they know this. So they ain't done. Spirit, give me a few cards, please, and thank you. What a person got to say. I just want 4 more, it'd be fine. Thank you. Give me 2 more. Thank you. Thank you. Before I get into, wow. The bottom of this deck is this card. This is my After Midnight Oracle. The bottom of this deck, it says mirror. So this person is actually going to mirror you. They are going to mirror you. You hear me? They're going to mirror you. So they're going to mirror you. Your things are going to be looking good for you guys. They're not, this is not, this person that you think, excuse me. This person that you think, definitely, he or she is definitely your twin flame. Because they are marrying you. They're going to marry you. They already have married you. Whether if it's your past twin flame or your new twin flame, they mirrored you big time. Whether if you want to look at it in a bad way or a good way. But in this message, it's about the good. So this person going to mirror you in a good way, because it ain't no more bad no more for you guys. For the collective, ain't no more bad for y'all, because y'all done went through so much now, and y'all stepping up to the plate for a lot, okay? So the first card here, it said, I love you more than words can express. You still mean so much. So this is your past person. You still mean that much to them. They love you. They love you. They can't even express how they feel about you. They don't even show how they feel. When you guys was together, they don't even show. They couldn't show it. They wasn't able to express because they really didn't know how. They were trying to express their love for you, but where they was expressing their love to you, you didn't understand it. So you pretty much was like, I ain't got time for this. So by you didn't understand it and you didn't have time for it, for real, they had to go back to school and learn. Some of your people was shy. Your person was shy, bashful or whatever. They probably didn't know how to communicate. For some of you guys. The second card, it said, it kills me that we have to be apart, but I am still learning. Didn't I just said that. They learning. They are definitely learning. Now they're going to be able to express, they're going to be able to talk to you in a different way for you to understand. They're going to understand because they're going to mirror you. And what I mean by mirroring you, they're going to be able to elaborate, communicate like you communicate. They're going to be able to touch like you able to touch. Like when you meet a person or you be with a person, you touch them. They're going to touch you just like everything that you do, they're going to do. If you rub their leg, they're going to rub your leg. If you rub their chest, they're going to rub your chest. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you do, they're going to do the same thing, but they're going to make the first move, if that makes sense. The third card says, my world has started crumbling down since you left. They've been going through it. They going through it. They can't see the forest from the trees. What they thought that they were going to be able to do once they, departed from you, or you departed from them, what they thought they were going to be able to do is live their best life. And they're not living their best life, not by far. They're not living their best life. Of course, they might tell you that they living their best life, but they're not missing their best life. Not at all. You went on your spiritual journey, and you went on your healing journey, and you pushed forward for yourself. You like, I ain't about to fool with this mess. I ain't got time for this. And y'all went on, and now this person was like, you know what? They ain't giving me the time of day. I can't get nothing from them. I can't even pull on their energy. None of that. They ain't saying nothing to me. Not a goddamn thing. They ain't saying nothing to me. When they talk to me, they dry. Some of your people, they're not even dry. They just can't even talk to you because they're afraid to. I want to share this with you. I don't know if I told you about the roosters, but I'll get into it on a later time. But that same night yes, I did. I was telling you about how I was being violated in my sleep. Well, that same night / morning, I spoke my ex name. I said, such and such coming back. That's all I said. I said, such and such coming back. And I'm like, what the heck that supposed to mean? I said, oh, no, But I couldn't believe it. I said, where'd that come from? You know, I said, where'd that come from? I don't know what's that about. That's what I said. But I woke up and I was speaking that out my mouth. But I wasn't dreaming about this person. Because well, I don't know. I don't know if I was dreaming about it. I don't think I was. But for me to wake up and say their name, I couldn't believe that. I said, I don't know where that come from. I said, that ain't it. But I don't have ill will towards my ex, not by far. I do not have no ill will. I forgive him. If he reach out to me, I'll talk to him because I know he want to talk to me. He's afraid. He's afraid that I'm gonna shut him down. He's afraid of me, you know, because he knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually. So this person, and I know this ain't this. Listen, I ain't about to speak on that, but I'm gonna move on from this. But I wanted to share with you that this person, they love you, and just like my ex, I knew he loved me, but he loved me in his own special way. He had a lot to learn, you know. And your person, they love you more than words can express, and y'all do mean so much to them. They talking to other people about you, you know, and whoever this person they was talking to about you, they like, if you love them that much, why don't you go ahead and reach out to them? You know, if you know you messed up, go ahead and reach out. But they scared because they scared that you might slam the door in their face. But some of you guys won't do that. But I'm definitely, in this card here, what did it say? I'm confused and torn between my head and my heart. And listen. Somebody confused between their head and their heart. They can't get out their head. Their heart telling them one thing, but their head telling them something else. I just told you that this person is scared. And they can't think. That's why they got to learn. They still learning. Because they only think with two heads. The one on the top and one between. If this is a guy, if you are a female and you get this for a man, your guy went away, and they think it between their legs, but they can't think because, you know, they think their magic wand can be able to fix everything, and they thought that they was able to fix everything when they, you know, wanted to give you some good. That ain't how that don't work. That do not work by far. You know what I'm saying? They thought that you was going to be all mushy because they gave y'all good, you know, sex in that matter, and that wasn't the case. That was not the case by far. You know, it probably worked for some, you know, but it didn't work for everybody. It didn't work for all of you guys, you know, and they confused because they thought that their head game was good, you know, and they can't think by far because they confused. It worked for everybody else, but it didn't work on you about them giving you, you know, the good. They torn up behind that. But they said they said, I will always love you no matter what happens between y'all. No matter what happened between y'all, they're going to always love y'all, whether if it's the past or whatever. I need one more card, Spirit. Here we go, yeah. This person coming back, y'all. Because for this, I mean, they're going to try. I ain't going to say they're coming back, but they might. I feel like they're coming back. Or if not, they're going to reach out. But I'm here to tell you, because these cards are always flying all over the place. And the card that fell is this card. It said you were the best. You were the best thing that has ever happened to me. They knew they messed up. They knew they messed up. I don't want to get to an oracle card yet. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, they knew they messed up. They knew you was the best thing that ever happened to them. They sure did. They couldn't get nobody to sit down and listen to their mess all the time, or whatever they had going on in their life. They couldn't find nobody to do like you did. They couldn't do that. Anybody and everybody they got, well, it's nothing like you. Your energy is totally different. And the reason why your energy is so totally different is because you that person that was sent in their life to be able to heal them. And you guys can be able to heal each other. They knew that. They didn't know at the first, but that once they got a whiff of you and how you was giving your time to them, and loving on them, they knew. They knew then. They just didn't want you to know that they knew. By far. They didn't want that. So you was the best thing that ever happened to them. And it ain't have nothing. They thought that the SEX game was going to mess you up. For some of you guys, it probably did. It probably did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm guilty of that. Because hey, it was so good to me. I was like, woo, you ain't going nowhere. I'm keeping you. You know what I'm saying? I manipulated my own self by thinking that was going to make everything right, because it was, man. But anyway, back to the ranch. As I get matured and got older, it didn't work no more. I was calling myself strategizing. You know what I'm saying? So saying what you guys called yourself strategizing of, in the sexual factor, so that it won't affect your mind, or your heart. You just got to release and moved on. But for some of you guys, it didn't work like that. There was some good, and it kind of had you stuck for a minute. But this is definitely, I did not tell you this is your twin flame. Look at here. I don't know if you can see that. It said twin flames, yin and yang, balance, union, duality. This is your twin flame. Whoever this person was, this is your this is your twin flame. This is definitely your twin flame. This is a twin flame reading. I'm sorry, your twin flame. They wanna they coming back. Oh, I ain't missed stuff for this. They coming back definitely. Mm-hmm. They are definitely coming back. Right now, they hurting. I heard the spirits. I heard your person said, "Go back and get the other cards. I got something else to say." So I'm gonna shuffle this deck, cut them up, and set them to the side, and go back to this because they got something to say. They got a lot to say here. A lot to say here. They want something. They got something to say, you guys. They got something to say. Didn't I tell you they had something to say? Look, this card say on the top, talking. It say talking on the top. They got something to say, y'all. So I already cut y'all. Thank y'all. I'm gonna go back and pull this deck out because they got something to say to you. They won't, y'all coming back to union. They gonna talk more to you. Because they wasn't talking to you before, now they want to talk. And if this is a new person, this person is gonna be talkative to you, for real. I already cut it. What y'all got to say to my collective? Because y'all want me to talk. Y'all got something, told me to get these decks. Y'all got something to say. They stuttering, they nervous, y'all. They are nervous. The bottom of the deck says you and I are one regardless of our circumstances. So no matter what the circumstances is, they saying y'all won. Period, point blank. Which y'all, look, they gonna throw their love at y'all. They gonna throw their love at you. And the card that fell is this card that says, I still have hope that we can work things through. They got hope. I told you they gonna throw their love at you. They gonna throw their love at you. Because these cards keep going over that way. They keep throwing. They're coming back because they keep going to the right. What else y'all got to say to my collective? They said they miss you. They said, I miss our deep conversation, your nurturing energy. That's a shame. Y'all, that's crazy. They miss you talking to them. Y'all had some deep conversations with them. I told you y'all was everything to this person. They said it. You were the best thing that ever happened to them. And you was their nurture. You were their comfort. You was that space, I can't even get it out. When I tell you I'm over here like gone. All right, y'all got to cut this out. If y'all want me to talk to them, you guys need to let me speak clearly and stop being nervous, okay? Some of you guys, person probably have a stuttering problem too. or they have some type of speech impairment. But you were definitely this person's safe space. Y'all was this person's safe space. You was their nurture when they were going through things. Whatever that was going on in their life, they probably didn't even tell you about it, but you felt it, and you consoled them, and you nourished them, and you was probably watching. You probably studied them and watched them, and you seen certain things, and you went on ahead and took initiative to do things a different way and gave them comfort. And they realized that, and they missed that. They realizing that there's more to it to you. They didn't realize it. Dang. They said, in the heart of the hearts, I do love you truly and want to be with you. So this person, your person, your twin flame, want to be with you. I've been saying that. They want to be with you. And they just afraid. They scared. They really, really want to be with y'all. And I ain't talking about the ones that was abusive either. So if this is somebody that stole from you and did all of this other stuff to you and beat on you and, took advantage of you in any kind of way or brought some other stuff to you, this ain't the person. I'm talking about the one that y'all had, good communication. Well, I ain't gonna say good communication, but semi-communication when y'all did have it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. And things just didn't work out. That person. What else you want to tell your person? It fell out. We belong together no matter what. I'm showing you in a 3D. They showing you. That's what they said. Y'all belong together no matter what. And they showing you in a 3D. So guess what? They in your dreams. Oh, shoot. They in your dreams. They doing all this stuff. They doing a lot of stuff, y'all. That makes a lot of sense. Why I was having that night. And then last night, the thing that I dreamt about last night. Well, I have 3 X. 1, 2, 3. No, I have 4 X. And one is an absolutely no. And the other 3, I ain't gonna lie, I still get feelings for them. But if it's any one of them 3, I'll ride for life with them. And but one of them is an absolutely no. But they my past for a reason. But I know the process that, the progress that they're going through and how they moving their hands now. Well, I say 2. The other one of them I don't know. But 2 of them I do know that they changed. I just don't waste my time talking to them because I got things that I got going on. I ain't got time to be worried about them. And not only just that, they're in distance. So I know it's not them ones, you know what I'm saying? Because they pretty far, but I don't mind a distant relationship. And for some of you guys, this person might be in a distance from you. So they coming back or you going to them or however it is, but they're going to make the first move. But let me move on. In this, like I said, they said y'all belong together no matter what. And they showing you in a 3D. You guys probably didn't get text messages, phone calls, all, from different, dang. What the heck? They gave me 2 cards. They said they wasn't reciprocating. They wasn't reciprocating. They wasn't able to reciprocate my love for you. I wasn't able to reciprocate my love for you, and I regret it. So this person regret that they telling you the truth now. They regret not reciprocating the love that you were showing them. They really, really regret it. And just watching you from afar, social media, wherever they're watching you at, even if they riding by, on their way to work or not on their way to work just because making a detour to, or riding past your job, they watching you and they regret that they didn't do what they did. You know, they didn't reciprocate what you were giving. You know what I'm saying? And they knew that you ain't that. They thought that you was that person. They thought that good was gonna be all that and some. That you wasn't gonna go nowhere. They just knew for sure that you was gonna stick around. And for some of you guys, this could have been a long-term relationship. It could have been your husband or your wife. You know what I'm saying? And you like, bump this. I ain't got time for that. For some of you guys, if it's your twin flame and it's your husband or your wife, you know, they went and got themselves. They got themselves together. They getting themselves together, and they are determined to come back and fix what they had. You know, they're not letting you go. You know, that's not gonna happen, regardless of the fact y'all gonna grow old together. Just to let y'all know. And the other card that fell, this is on the soul level. They said, I can feel you are the only one for me. They feel, man. They said, feel you. They said, I can, on the soul level. Feel you. You are the only one for them. You the only person for them. They ain't going nowhere. They know it. And for real, you know it too. Even if you don't go back to this person, you know you the only person for that person. For your person. You knew when you met this person and when you got with this person that was your twin flame. You knew that. And they knew that y'all, as time went by, they knew that they were your twin flame as well. But they rejected you. They did what they wanted to do and they left. And for some of you guys, you left. Vice versa, how you want to look at it. Some of you guys probably messed up, and this is about you. Want your person to see that this is for you wanted them to see this is for them. This is how you feel about them. For real. Dang, look. I can't even shuffle the cards. They just fall out on their own. So yeah, they want me to come out with this deck. It says you always deserve so much than I was able to offer you. I ain't even mad at y'all about that. But you probably didn't even want that much. They probably it was probably too much that they were able to offer. And for most of you guys just wanted conversation. Y'all just, pretty much wanted to spend some time, quality time, wanted to be in public, probably wanted a back rub, a foot rub, wanted to take a bath together or a shower together, or you probably wanted to cook for her or him. You know what I'm saying? It's simple things that you probably wanted, and they probably thought that it was too much. For myself, I'm a clingy person. When I mean clingy, I like to cuddle. I'm a bear. I like to cuddle. I like to give love and I like to be held. I like to be touched. So you guys probably was like that too. When you with your person, this twin flame of yours, they probably didn't like that. After they be around you for a minute, after they cut up for a minute, they want to get away from you because they were in their shell. They were going through whatever they were going through, and you was giving them something that they wasn't able to recognize. They were like, oh man, this too much. I ain't never had nobody to love me like this. This ain't love. This too much. I don't want to be nobody's daddy or their mama or none of that. So they pushed you away. And when you wasn't doing nothing but giving something to them that what they needed, because they really never had that in their life. So they was afraid to take a chance on what you was trying to give them. So like this card says, you always deserve so more. You always deserved so more, which it should have been so much, than I was able to offer you. It's crazy how this card is reading like this. You always deserved so more in life, so more in companionship. You know what I'm saying? You can add this. It sound weird to me, but you did deserve more. They just couldn't give it to you. And they couldn't offer it to you, y'all. They couldn't offer it to you because how can you offer somebody something when they never had it? But we want to beat up the person or treat people foul because they couldn't give us what we asked for. But at this point in life, you know, anybody got time for that mess? You grown. Get yourself together. The next card that flew out. When I look at your picture, these people looking at your pictures. Whew, I can see that. When I look at your pictures, I feel lost in your eyes. So some of you guys got some beautiful eyes. You know, your eyes tells a million words. A million words tell a million stories. And man, I could relate to that. Your eyes is the soul. I keep telling people that. And when they look at you, it blows them away. And they see all the love that you were giving them. They see the truth that you had through your eyes. They saw themselves in your eyes. And this person, whoever this person is, they really getting themselves together. They are on a journey of healing. And they on their way back to you. Because they went through some stuff and they going through, they definitely coming back. This person is not playing with you. It says, I'm sorry for breaking. They sorry for breaking. They broke a promise that they told you. They said the promise that I've made to you. The promise they made to you that they would never hurt you. They would never betray you. And they broke their promise. They promised you that they would protect you at all costs. And they didn't protect you. And they sorry. Man, I feel that. You know, for some of you guys, your person probably slept with somebody knowing that you guys were sleeping with each other, you know, unprotected because you thought you guys was going to be together forever. You know what I'm saying? And you knew that they weren't messing around with nobody. And they slept with somebody else unprotected. And they slept with you. And then they tell you that and you knew that they slept around on you. And you probably asked them, did you use protection? And they told you they did, and they was lying. And they knew they was lying. And you knew they were lying. Because you know your person. But you didn't put up a fight or argument. You just moved out the way. And that broke you, and they knew that broke you. They destroyed something good. You know what I'm saying? So, this person, they broke your heart. They broke your heart for doing stupid stuff, and y'all had a good relationship. It was almost as if y'all was husband and wives. I don't know why I feel this, but it was almost as if y'all was husband and wives. Put it where it may lay. Might not be for all of you guys, but y'all pretty much had this relationship. It was like the way you guys were dealing with each other was almost as of husband and wives. Y'all did a lot of things together. And that do hurt when you married to your spouse, you know, and some of this could be your husband or your wife too, that, you know, that's speaking to you, that's on here. If you guys are married, you know, when you married and something been betrayed, it really does hurt, especially when that promise is being broken, especially when, you know, you've been riding for life and y'all two been together for so long and they did something dirty to you. That hurt like a Mickey Flicky. I could see your person crying. Oh, wow. On the bottom of the here, it says, I got scared of my own feelings. So like I said to you prior before, this person was afraid to really show up for you. You know, where that card at? Oh, this one here. It says, you always deserve so much more than I was able to offer. That's one card, but it was another card. I can't remember what it was, but they wasn't reciprocating back to what you were giving them. They wasn't doing that. And you was trying to, here you go. They said I wasn't able to reciprocate my love for you, and they regret it. You, they were afraid to show their feelings because they thought you was going to walk away and hurt them. For some of you guys, most of you guys, it's a different, take it where it go, okay? The love that you was offering this person, it was so genuine. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it because they never had this before. And they were afraid that of what they were feeling. And in their heart, it was something that they never experienced before. And they got afraid and they didn't know how to accept it. But by that time, them walking away, they didn't realize what they did. They damaged themselves. They hurt themselves. So the divine had to, and your ancestors went in and did something to them. Because the divine and your ancestors was like, y'all, you would not hurt my baby ever again. Nobody would ever get a chance to destroy my baby ever again. Yes, I know this is a lesson for everyone, and everybody got to be out here doing their thing. They got a purpose in life. You ain't doing what you supposed to do. They doing what they supposed to do to come in to give you what you need. And you gonna hurt them like this? And I done told them I ain't gonna do this, another, and I allowed it to happen anyway. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you feel what they feel. But you're gonna feel it worse than they gonna feel it. Because they know how to graduate from what they going through with you. So the Spirit allowed them to feel this pain, this lovesick pain. And they're going through it. They can't help but to sit down and think about you. They are so afraid. They were so afraid of what they were feeling for you. They were very emotional. They were in love with you. For real, for real. They probably would never say it. I'm talking about for some of you guys. They were in love with you. They were truly in love with you. But they didn't want to get hurt themselves. So they fought you. And pushed you away. Because they probably had eyes for something else. And got what they wanted. And what they wanted ain't what they thought they wanted. Because it was trash when they got it. And they didn't see it, but now they see it because you're not in the picture anymore. So now they want to circle the block in a positive perspective. What else they got? See, I told you. These cards be flying. They said, from my higher self. They ain't playing. They was like, listen, I'm not playing with you. From my higher self. I'm not in the 3D no more. From my higher self, this is what they want you to know. Being with you is what I truly want. They want you bad. From their higher self. Man, I love this card. From my higher self. I like that card. Yeah. They want you bad. Truly, they want you. Thank you. And what else they trying to say? I'm trying to gain knowledge on this connection. They trying to figure out, how they, how they gonna pursue. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure it out. They're gonna come in little by little, It's not breadcrumbing, but they're gonna try to come in and see how the energy flows with you. They're trying to figure this out. But they gotta get some knowledge, they try, and there's somebody in their ear too. They probably listening to the end. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Your ancestors then jumped on their ancestors and let their ancestors know that they don't play about you. So your ancestors went and told their ancestors, if you don't get your people together, I'm going to come in and I'm going to come through you and tear you up and handle y'all to get to them. Because I'm going to deal with him. I'm going to deal with him or her. So their ancestors said, all right, now hold on. They thought they was big and bad, but they didn't know that your ancestors was more stronger because your ancestors ain't nothing to play with. For some of you guys, your person's ancestor was some mess. They was for the streets. You know what I'm saying? But they still linger around. But they got some people that's for them too in the positive, but they don't know what your ancestors know. They well sees it. You know what I'm saying? So, so grandma, grandma don't play. Granddad listened to grandma. So grandma told them, listen, you better go check, told they grandma, you better go check your grandson or your granddaughter and make sure that they don't come this way. And if they is coming this way, you better handle that. You better handle that and let them know what they did to my grandbaby. I didn't appreciate that. And I'm coming for them. And I'm bringing all my family with me. And we had come through y'all to get to them. So they ancestors start taunting their own person, their own people in their dreams, moving stuff, and they losing out on finance. They can't, every time they get a dollar, it goes through their hand. They can't sleep at night because their ancestors really messing with them, letting them know whatever you done did, you need to fix this, and they bringing up you. They showing your face. The little things that you did or y'all used to do, they putting that in their mind and let them know this is who I'm talking about. This person. They letting them know that it's you. And they behind thinking that they love struck, but now them their ancestors whooping their ASS, telling them get it together, because don't you know they got a whole tribe about to come over here and tear us up. And in a minute, if you don't get you some act right, I'm gonna get on their team. And so, with that being said, their ancestors messing with them, letting them know, get on your job, fix this, because you done messed with the wrong person. You didn't know who you was messing with. They got some power that come behind them, and you was messing with the wrong one. This ain't no regular, ordinary person. Y'all ain't no regular, ordinary person. And they thought that they was gonna be able to, do what they do to you. They didn't know who was coming with you and who was before you. Man, they done messed up. Yeah. They don't learn today. They messed up. Look at here. They said, I still need more time to come to my own conclusion. So I told you at the beginning, they taking their time. At the beginning of the read, I told you they taking their time. They moving slow. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because they want to make sure they come right. They want to make sure they come right and not to come in to destroy anything with you guys. They ain't playing with you, and you ain't playing with them. They better get them some act right. And that's the truth. What else you got to say, Spirit? What else they got to say to my people? But they keep on saying, I am so sorry. I've never shown you how much I loved you. So whoever this person is, they never really was a person to really express or show you how much they really cared about you. They really played, like, for instance, I'm going to speak on my best friend. And for y'all already know, I always speak about my best friend. I know y'all probably say, well, why ain't you with him? Well, it ain't me. And one thing about me, I ain't chasing nobody. But I do love my best friend. That's my bestie. And I always thought that me and him would have been together and married in that matter. But he got to do some healing himself. But no here or there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I can speak on my best friend. I think he don't want me to tell you because I forget what I was about to say. Spirit, give it back to me. I'm gonna leave it alone because my brain went dry. I'm gonna leave that alone, and then when it come back, I'll bring it back. But in this card, the card that it just came out, it said I need more time to come to my conclusion. This other card said, I'm so sorry. I've never shown you how much I loved you. And this card here saying, it's not possible to lose each other. We are forever connected. So you and this person, your twin flame, is always connected. There's nothing, nothing When I say nothing you can do about it, there's nothing you can do about it. But I didn't. There's nothing you can do about it. They are definitely getting themselves together. Somebody do not want me to tell y'all nothing. I promise you. Because when I tell you, nope, I'm not doing it. When I tell you that my mom, loose here. My mom was empty. And what's crazy to me is what I'm feeling right now is a person that's dealing with your person, or want to deal with your person and your person don't want to deal with them, or they used to deal with each other. They doing some dark stuff and they targeting your person's mind and anything that's close to your person. It's like some type of black magic. They lie. When I tell you I got a brain fart just that quick, and it not only just that, I don't know if you, well, you can't see. It was something standing by me. But I don't worry about things of that nature because I know I'm protected. Ooh. I had to shuffle these cards. I'm listening to the spirit talk to me. This person, your twin flame, oh, the bottom of this deck says, these feelings are eating me alive. Your twin flame, I had to shuffle that card, shuffle that deck, because this is going to be a little bit of long ringer than I normally be. But I had to pull out that deck and shuffle it. But your person, okay, thank you. Your person, like I was speaking to you about my best friend, my bestie. He always, you know, when we together, you know what I'm saying? We talk, we do a lot of talking, you know, well, I do a lot of talking. He just, you know, pretty much answers my questions. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm talking to him, he will, you know, communicate with me that way. But to just start up a conversation, he's not that person. He ain't gonna start up a conversation. And I know what he be doing. I don't say nothing. I know he tried not to say too much. You know, he's a listener. And I ain't gonna lie, he probably be mad at me. But he a little narcissist to a certain degree. You know, I just, you know, I love him. He cool, but he's a narcissist in his own little way. You know, we all are to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And he, like I said, he's a nice person. You know, he's a nice person. He really is a nice person. But at the same time, when you, like this person the person that you were dealing with, they got so much going on that they can't keep their minds. Thank you. That's why I got that brain fart. The reason why all that went away in my head, your person, whoever your person is, this twin flame that you were dealing with, they say they got to take it slow. They got to come to a conclusion within themselves. They got to get rid of some stuff. They got some dark stuff that's going on around them and in them. They got a lot of mess that's on them. And they really fighting to get this stuff together. They really trying to get themselves together. But they ain't playing. They working on themselves. When I tell you they on a journey like never before, behind the scene, and they got a battle that they got going on within their own person, within their own selves, they got a lot of stuff going on inside of them. They do. They on a serious journey to come back to you because they know you ain't about to play no numbers with them. You ain't playing a game with them at all. You played enough of games, and they thought that you weren't going to walk away, but you said bye. Even though they said what they said and you said what you said, they thought that it wasn't going to be like this. They really thought that, and here it is, you blew up. You're blowing up since you done departed from this person. Because the divine couldn't bless you the way he want. The divine couldn't bless you like the way you're supposed to be blessed when you was with this person, because this person was breadcrumbing you, ghostlighting you, making you think you was half crazy, and you wasn't. Playing with your emotions and your intelligence and your knowledge and your spirit, God. There was vampires in your life. They was sucking everything out of you. And the spirit was like, nah, let's separate this right now. And you done moved on, and now look at you. You prospering. You doing great things for yourself. They know this. They see this. You're talking about your person, your twin flame. They know this. They see this. And you like, bump this. I ain't going back to that. And some of you guys are not going back to this right here. But some of you guys are, because it wasn't bad blood. You know what I'm saying? So, I got these cards upside down. So, they gonna see you shine. So what you going through and how you leveling up, that's gonna make them level up. That's making them get themselves to act right and get themselves together. I do love you from the bottom of my heart. This person is really, really crying out, telling you how much they love you. My heart, I would never stop. They would never stop loving you. They want you to see and understand that. 2 more cards before I go to the next deck. 1 more, please. Thank you. The bottom of the card said, you still mean the world to me. I truly care about you. You ain't playing with this person, whoever the heck this person is. Again, they speaking a lot of love. I am aware that there's more to it than meets the eye. That card came right back. They aware now. They're aware now that love is more than what they thought it was. They're not afraid now. Open the door, let me in, they said. You mean the world to me, and I never want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. All they want to do is love you. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. These feelings are eating me up alive. Now they getting tore up. Didn't I tell you that what you was going through, because what you went through when you departed from this person, the emotions and the feelings that you had for this person when y'all walked away from each other, or they walked away from you, or said whatever they said to you, or you said what you said, you weren't going to take it no more. When you did what you did and went on, y'all was broken. Y'all was heartbroken, because this person was supposed to be in your forever love. You know, that you thought on the positive perspective, because you really thought this person was your soulmate as well as your twin flame. Do twin flames happen and you learn from it and be together? Yes, it does. And sometimes you have karmic twin flames for just a lesson. But this wasn't actually, this was a lesson and a lover at the same time. So this is actually a good read for you guys. You know, but sometimes it just turns out to be a different way. You know, what y'all want to say? What spirit? What you want to talk to them about? They can't talk to you right now. They said, for some of you guys, they can't talk to you right now about what's going on with them. And they listen. They said, "I am that man." Ladies, men, you can put it where it fit. Will this ever change? What they feeling for you is they want to know, is it going to ever change? Because what you went through, the pain that you went through, it's tearing their behind up. Because you went through something. That love pain ain't nothing to play with. Excuse me. 2 more cards, please. If not, it's fine. Whatever come out, it is what it is. We'll move on. Thank you. It said, don't wait for me, please. Y'all ain't waiting for him anyway. But that's that lower self. Excuse me. Saying, don't wait for me. Nah. They saying, please wait for me. They said, please wait for me. And this card right here, it says, will you leave me like the others? That's the problem. They was worried about you leaving. I said that. They were worried about you leaving them, because they've been brokenhearted so much from different people that they were encountered with, and everybody they was connected with, they left them. You ain't had no intentions on leaving this person. You was planning your life with this person, but they wasn't planning a life with you. They was putting up a whole wall and bricks and concrete and all of that to block you from them, from loving on them. Now, the whole truth came out the bag. They was worried about you leaving. I told you they was on a journey. I told you they was on a journey of healing. They're on a journey coming back to you too. They definitely is. They definitely want a new beginning with you. They don't want you to fade away from them either. They sure don't. The bottom of the deck, it says tangled. When I seen this person coming back with a proposal to you. It's a scripture says 3/4 of a string is not easily broken, and it's not. So what the divine put together, let nobody separate it. You know what I mean? And that's what they did. They let somebody separate. They let themselves separate you guys. And I'm going to tell you something. Your person get people in their ear. They get friends that's jealous. They probably want them for themselves, male or female. And they was telling them all this BS. Now I don't fool with them because of this and because of that. And it ran your person away from you because they were believing with this person. Some of you guys, they've been probably friends with this person way longer than you've been with this person, and they believe that. They believe what their friend said because they didn't think their friend would tell them anything to bother, to lie to them or whatever. But they don't realize their friend was jealous of was jealous of you and y'all relationship because your person always spoke highly about you. And they were afraid that you was going to take them away from people. So selfish. They so selfish and ignorant and mean and disrespectful, I tell you. But this person I don't know why I keep feeling that this person is y'all going to be in a relationship, a serious relationship. And y'all is not going to be able to be departed from each other ever again once y'all get back with this person. May I have, okay. They're going to express, y'all probably hearing music, different songs that they be listening to. I don't know why I just heard a train. They hurting. They're going to express their pain. They're definitely going to express their pain to you. Their love is gone. You walked away. You moved. They can't see the forest from the trees. Imagine. They can't. It's so much. It's a lot of stuff is behind the scene. This person, your person, whoever they were talking to, they were illusional, telling them all this stuff, and then they got them. Now your person is illusional because they sick with it because they listened to whoever this person that they were talking to about you. But when they do come to you, they're gonna be singing. Listen, they're gonna write a whole new song for you. Where they're gonna talk to you. They on the journey. I told you. They definitely coming back. They on the journey of success, of healing. Definitely. The last two, thank you. On the bottom of the deck, that's a beautiful rose. You can't see it, but it says forbidden. Yeah, it's forbidden for them to come to you with some mess because y'all ain't playing the games, and your divine and your spirit guys ain't playing with them either. And they know definitely you are definitely replaceable. They know this. They know you irreplaceable, and you always in their thoughts. So I'm gonna take 2 cards out this deck because I just want to go a little bit over an hour on here. Where is that deck at? Here you go. They had a lot to say. Because this is definitely the talking card. It says talking. Y'all wasn't talking at all. Wasn't talking, but they had a lot to say. But y'all gonna get a phone call, a text message, an email, something. They're gonna reach out to you. They're definitely gonna reach out to you. Spirit God, give me 3 cards from off this deck, please. You gave me, okay, take another one. Okay, what you want to give me? All right, anything else? All right, thank you. Whew. They was afraid. They ran because they was afraid of intimacy. This is the second time a card like that came out. It says the runner, fear of intimacy. They was running away from you because they were afraid of the true love that you were giving them. The card came out first. I told you, I can't make this up. This is definitely your twin flame. That's the last card. But this the coffin. To let you know that it's going to be a new beginning between you and this person. All that old stuff that y'all went through, it's not going to be that way no more. It's going to be new. It's definitely going to be new. And they going to let all that old stuff back. They're going to let it go. They are in the right place now. And they understand. I'm not saying they're going to come back totally healed, but they know the truth now. They understand now. They had to be away from you, excuse me, confirmation, to understand that in order for them to get where they need to go in life, they had to be away from you. And I'm not saying actually away from you. I'm talking about your spirit had to be away from the divine that's in you. You know, the light that's in you, to understand that you the person that carry what they need. So they had to change and get themselves together because they know can't nobody else give it to them but you, because you were assigned to them. And they still got a chance to get it right. And the divine gave them a chance, as well as your ancestors gave them a chance to get it right for you. Because y'all powerhouses together. Y'all power team. Y'all, I mean, I only thing I can say is it's all up with you two. If y'all both got y'all head together and it's open like the way it's supposed to, y'all relationship, you know, not open relationship, but I'm talking about the communication and y'all thinking together and y'all brainstorming together and loving on each other, and y'all can be able to save a lot of people in this world, save a lot of relationships, because people can look at you guys